was quiet all morning. Literally until this very moment when I just sat down to film this. I think they're like mowing or weed whacking. Oh yeah. We've got full on weed whackers, mowers. There's a wasp outside my door. There's so much happening, it's stressing me out. Well, I paused the video. I waited for about 15 minutes. It doesn't seem like they're going anywhere anytime soon, so I'm so sorry if the noise outside is distracting. We're just gonna do the thing. Hello, my fellow dweebs, and welcome to Season 2 reactions of The Owl House. Before we get started today, one of my patrons pointed something out to me, shout out Jenny, that if you take the first letter of each episode title from Season 1, it creates a little message. And the message from Season 1, let me find her comment, was a witch loses a true way. And I think there's a couple ways that you could interpret that. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make complete sense to me. If you guys have an idea of what you think it really means, leave a comment down below. The way I sort of interpreted it is, I think it could either be about Lilith or about Ida. If you look at it from Lily's perspective, Ida lost her true way by becoming a wild witch. But if you look at it from Ida's perspective, Lilith lost her way by cursing Ida and getting involved in the Emperor Coven and letting its place in her life affect her relationship with her sister. But all that goes to say, I wasn't reading the episode titles for Season 1, and I'm definitely gonna read them this season, and we can kind of keep track of the first letters and decode Season 2's message as we go along. So, episode 1 of Season 2 is titled Separate Tides, so S is our first letter for this season. And now, without further ado, let's get watching.
I am the Good Witch Luce, hunter of monsters. Now eat this, sucker! Your garden.
I love the allusion to Season 1 opening. Ooh, we got a new intro! The animation looks so good, you guys! I'm so jazzed on this.
I'm never letting you go! You're never returning to the human realm!
He doesn't mean that.
Yes, I do!
This is Ida
He
the Owl,
does.
the most powerful witch on the Boiling Isles. Or at least she was. She spent her entire life looking for a way to undo it.
Oh,
It's still hard for
the
everyone to
first
trust each other,
pensive window
but
stare of
maybe
Season
with
2.
time, we've resorted to working odd jobs to keep food on the table.
Hey, King, did you know that apple is a hat? Really?
King! No! King! This week we're bounty hunters. Next week we could be anything.
Do you own anything that isn't covered in feathers?
I had to deal with a curse for 30 years, so I think you can handle a few feathers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay civil.
Your payment? What are you gonna do? We all know you're powerless now.
What the?
This is awkward.
Oh, the guy with the
I don't need your
face
pity.
on his chest.
I was the most wanted criminal for years.
At least my image still commands respect and fear.
You're a traitor.
What's going on? This is anarchy. Who told you to do this? Vomit.
What's up with her low battery shirt? Metaphorical, perhaps? Running on empty?
We gotta keep a low profile while my powers are weakened. And we need fast cash.
How about this guy?
There he is!
Oh!
You'll never catch me.
I spent the money on griffin eggs for Luce. There's not a lot she can digest here, so I make sure to have her favorites around.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh!
The Selkie-Damas hunt. I want in.
Ooh, girl, be careful!
Handle this squirt.
I can handle anything.
Oh, that's not good.
Potions!
I am quite fine. Thank you.
Alright. Have fun wallowing in self-pity and feeling bad for cursing me. Bye!
I guess I deserve this.
Maybe a little.
Eureka check-in! How's my bestie doing? A scrying potion? Lulu, you're trying to spy on your old buddies? I can help!
Did he just call her Lulu?
Don't call me Lulu!
A good friend would respect her wishes, but a better friend would help no matter what!
Oh, Hootie.
King want a
She was
cracker.
so cute.
All
Little
hands!
bandana.
All right, crew. The Silky Domus has been ravaging the coastline.
Sir, yes, sir.
We all get a cut. I have many deaths. Till then, keep
I like
everything
him.
ship-shape.
Like a
This ain't no
dog.
pleasure cruise. Don't be a burden, Sea Squirt. Well, ye had me confront my own biases, and I got nothing but respect for you now, Squirt. I mean, sailor.
Thanks, Salty. You make me feel like a real part of the crew.
Oof! Hey!
Uh-oh.
King want a cracker! Ooh. This ship belongs to the Emperor? Oh boy, I gotta tell Luce.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no,
you won't
no.
have the chance.
How can I get fire bee honey without ice magic, or porcupine quills without a sleeping spell? Who am I without magic? Without a coven?
Without friends?
I said
You don't know how to get those fire bees.
you aren't me. You're just some kind of weird bird worm. You have no idea what I'm going through. I have to do this alone.
I don't think I've ever seen him with his feelings hurt. He's usually so aloof. Like, I feel like nothing bothers him. Ooh! Oh, he's fine.
Is that a ghost pirate?
The money! We're being robbed!
Oh! Wow, you guys, Luce has come so far. I'm so proud of her.
The money! Eat up!
Of course.
Hey,
Why are you robbing our ship?
Oh boy.
The Owl Lady will be arrested again for attacking one of the Emperor's ships.
Emperor's ship?
They're the only ones worth robbing. Why are you guys hunting the Selkie-Damas? It's a peaceful creature and you're provoking it.
I leave you dangling above the boiling sea! Around these parts, just the steam is enough to cause third-degree burns. But I don't have to be that mean. Here, I'll help.
Ew.
You're making this difficult.
Whatever he made that sword out of, it looks like organs or muscle tissue, or I don't know, but I didn't like it.
Help!
I'm here for you, Lulu! No witch is an island! I'll face my wrath!
Hootie is tougher than he appears. He's kicked some major butt in these past couple episodes.
You almost got turned to stone, and now you can't even afford your apple blood because you're worried about what I need to eat. It's my fault all this happened. That's why I've got to do this alone.
You even got me talking to my sister again. So, unfortunately for you, my life is pretty great because I'm friends with Luce the human.
Ida has gotten
Ida,
so maternal.
Do you wanna
towards
learn your
Luce,
first
and I love
glyph?
it. Our first win of the season.
Try to stay out of trouble. The Emperor is not a merciful man. Bye!
The bias in this show, so funny.
My first glyph, did I do good?
yeah, you did great.
Oh, dweebs.
Baby, oh.
thing.
It's hard for me to ask for help.
It's okay. I'm sorry for being all nosy. But hey, Lulu, every friendship comes with its ups and downs. Right, best friend?
I'm not commenting on that. To prove that I'm trustworthy, I'm giving you a peek inside the Emperor's castle.
Sup.
What are we supposed to do with this?
Who wants to get takeout and draw faces on Hootie?
Yay! I do? Yeah, I'm in.
I'll protect you, Hootsifer.
I am loving their relationship.
What do we want to eat?
It's starting to feel right again.
Very Bill Cipher-y.
Human.
I think this episode did a really good job of establishing where the characters stand after the fallout of the season 1 finale. Ida and Lilith both have these new roles in society that I think especially Lilith is not used to. It's really interesting seeing how Ida has responded to her new position versus Lilith, because Ida is not living that far off from the way she was before. She's still not really accepted by society, just in a slightly different way. She's used to being resourceful. So I think her losing her magic hasn't impacted her quite as much as it seems like it's impacted Lilith. I think Lilith is used to being in control. I think she's used to being in good standing in society, and it was clear from this episode that she has some adapting to do and some learning that she's gonna need some help from other people. She can't do it all by herself anymore, which, you know what, is a good lesson for anyone to learn. So I think Lilith's character has so much potential for growth this season, and it's cool seeing her come into the Owl House and how she interacts with everyone. Like, I love this dynamic that she has with Hootie, and honestly, Hootie has always been a bit dismissed by everyone else in the house as well, so maybe the two of them are like kindred spirits and they really can become good friends. And Luce, our girl Luce, I'm so proud of her. I really love that this season opened in the same way that season 1 did. It showed Luce in this role as a witch, which has always been her dream, and now she has it. She's so powerful. She's come so far since season 1. So to see that juxtaposition from the start of season 1 to the start of season 2 is just so cool. Also, does anyone else get major anime vibes from the way that Luce holds her glyphs? And not only that, I feel like sometimes the way the characters like pose in the show, especially Ida, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I am loving it. We have a new villain that has been introduced this season, which I think is cool because Emperor Belos is sort of this ominous cloud type of a villain that you don't see very much of him, but you know the threat of him is always around, versus, I forget the name of him, the Golden Knight? I don't think that's right, but I'll look it up and I'll know by next week. Anyways, he's a villain that's much more present. He's very in your face. He feels like much more of an immediate threat. I mean, he took Luce and Ida's faces and put them over the boiling water, so I don't know how much more of an immediate threat you can be. And I'm kind of excited to see more of the type of villain he ends up being. I think Belos is very calm, very collected, very eerie, at least as of now. I don't know if he will lose his composure as Luce and Ida and Lilith become closer to foiling his plans. But this new villain seems to give us a lot more personality. The way he said bye whenever he flew off on his staff, I'm excited to see more of him. As always, my fellow dweebs, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for new reactions every week. And if you would like access to full-length reactions, early release to my videos, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/AliciaDweeb. And I will see you dweebs later.